The captain of Manchester United, that is Bruno Fernandes, has gone ahead and greenlighted Goncalo Ramos' transfer to Manchester United. It's really a very huge discussion that's going to hold onto this channel, which includes the manager, that is Erik ten Hag, talking about the derby that we're going to be playing on Saturday in the FA Cup finale. As later today, I'm going to bring you the match preview of Manchester United versus Man City. And if at all you want to watch the Man City predicted lineup, you can as well go to our sister channel known as the Rokani Media Football. It's going to be there, I think, tomorrow at around lunchtime. So smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And there is another Manuel Ugarte update that is reported, and I'm going to bring it to you, relating to obviously everything that I said yesterday about the possibility of Manuel Ugarte coming to Manchester United, and that is connected to Bruno Fernandes, Ronaldo, Nani, and Diego Jota. So let's get into this. Rock and David is my name. Let's see close to 200 likes smash on this video, and let's Rafi to rumble. Now, first and foremost, we've been told by Bruno Fernandes, he was talking to a certain media outlet and told them that I think Goncalo Ramos has everything it takes to play in the Premier League. He has a lot of intensity, he presses very well, and is very good in the box. Physically, he's strong, he's still very young, and he will still improve a lot. That is it. So that is a very huge hint onto who Bruno Fernandes wants Erik ten Hag to sign as the new center forward of Manchester United. This comes at a time when there is a lot of rope pulling, you know, between Tottenham Hotspur and Harry Kane. Harry Kane looks like he's sold on to a move to join Manchester United, and Spurs look like they rather not sell him to Manchester United. You know how they play their games. But Ten Hag is having a variety to choose on, and this variety contains the likes of Goncalo Ramos, Dusan Vlahovic, Benjamin Šeško, there is Rasmus Højlund, Victor Osimhen, right? But United, 3 weeks back, they contacted Benfica and they asked them on the viability of Goncalo Ramos. Now, Goncalo Ramos is a very good striker, 21 years of age, and if I told you can inject 100 million pounds in him, because 100 million pounds, that's 120 million euros, you know? 120 million euros is the buyout clause that Goncalo Ramos has in his contract at Benfica, and it would make sense to spend 100 million pounds on Goncalo Ramos, a 21-year-old, than spending it onto Harry Kane, a 30-year-old. I understand Harry Kane is a proven striker, but if you're a businessman and you know what it means to sign a player who is 30 years of age, left with just one on his contract at 100 million pounds, you rather do that amount of money on a deal of Goncalo Ramos. Why? He's a clinical finisher, he's super talented than Harry Kane. That's it. And this season, he has gone ahead to score very many goals for the Benfica side. When you look at his stats, they are really overwhelming. In the league, he has played 30 games, 19 goals and 2 assists. In the Champions League, he played 14 games and scored 7 goals. And in the Portuguese Cup, he played 1 game and scored 1 goal. So this season has gone ahead to score 27 goals a season with 2 assists, almost 30 goal involvements. That is the man who goes by the names of Goncalo Ramos. When you look at Harry Kane, he has been having a very tremendous season. 30 goals and 3 assists in the Premier League after playing 38 matches, meaning that this time round he has been fully fit. So those injury problems might have been already addressed, and Harry Kane might have gone ahead to find a solution. In the UEFA Champions League, Harry Kane played 8 games and scored 1 goal, and now this is where I come in through and compare them in the Champions League, because they all play the Champions League. Ramos for Benfica, Harry Kane for Spurs. He had 1 goal and 0 assists, and Goncalo Ramos had 7 goals. He had 7 goals into the Champions League. So to me, I believe that Bruno has a very good point in greenlighting the transfer of Goncalo Ramos ahead of Harry Kane. It's not that he's his countrymen, they all come from Portugal, but I really understand that he's a modern striker. That's it. And Bruno's gone ahead to really portray it out by saying that he has a lot of intensity, he presses very well, and he's very good in the box. Physically, he's strong. He's very young, and he still improve, and he can still improve a lot. Meaning that, one, you have a resale value on Goncalo Ramos. He's the man who scored 4 goals against Switzerland in the World Cup. Then, he leads the press very well. He's very good on the ball, He can dribble with both feet. Then, he is strong, and good in the box, meaning that his finishing skills are really out of this world. And on any day, as I've always told you, I would pick Victor Osimhen, Goncalo Ramos, Dusan Vlahovic, Benjamin Šeško, Rasmus Højlund over Harry Kane. That's it. That's my decision. And most of you might not be buying it. Sorry, there is a portion of you who might not buy it, and a portion of you who will buy it, but I cannot spend £100 million on Harry Kane. That's it. I cannot spend £100 million on Harry Kane. I understand he's really good, but we are having better options this time round. If it was like if it was like season where there was shortage of center forwards, because the hottest center forward on the market was Haaland and Darwin Núñez. Haaland had already agreed to go to Man City in March. Then Darwin Núñez agreed a deal to join Liverpool after Liverpool played the Champions League finale. So it shows you how hard it was for us to get a centre forward. But this time round, we are having a variety of these centre forwards. And I think it's up to us to come out and really say, can we do something? Can we do something onto this? And I'm going to be very, 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 very ashamed in the board of UEFA how they choose Harry Kane. Because if it's all about getting in homegrown players, I think they can find themselves getting in Mason Mount, right? Because United looks like they're going to sell very many homegrown talents, like the likes of Elanga, so they need to get in more homegrown talent. So that's it. But for me, Goncalo Ramos is the guy. Because he is really good, and he has played with Bruno Fernandes at the Portuguese national team. He knows him very well. The same applies to Diego Dallo, meaning that Bruno can easily connect with him a lot. And if Bruno does, then that will be the best connection, because Bruno is the one who plays as a central attacking midfielder and feeds Goncalo Ramos. He knows his runs very well. Ramos will find it easy to fit in the club of Manchester United, as there is a very good Portuguese atmosphere that has Bruno Fernandes, Diego Dallo, and that the Portuguese bond so much with the Brazilians. So there is a crop of like 7 players at Manchester United that is really waiting for Goncalo Ramos to come in and obviously provide a very welcoming atmosphere for the lad that is Goncalo Ramos. So let's wait and see how that is going to pan out. But I would be very happy if at all we go in for Goncalo Ramos over Harry Kane. Manuel Ugarte, 21 years of age. Erik ten Hag identifying him as a Casemiro backup. I did that story yesterday night. Now, again, a baller, one of the credible sources coming in from Portugal, has confirmed us that first it was PSG, then Chelsea emerged, and now it is Manchester United that is in the race for hiring the services of Manuel Ugarte. All receptive to pay the €60 million release clause. The recent entry on the scene of Manchester United, Bruno Fernandes and Diego Dallo, is something that pleases the Uruguayan international. That is a baller telling us that Bruno Fernandes, a former captain of Sporting Lisbon, is one of those reasons that Ugarte might find himself into the team of Manchester United and choosing PSG over Chelsea. PSG and Chelsea, and choosing United over PSG and Chelsea. One thing that's going to hate to catch my eye here is that United is receptive to pay the 60 million release for Ugarte. That is something great. And remember yesterday night when I was bringing you this story, I told you that there are some incentives that we have that are so much attractive to Ugarte than PSG and Chelsea. One, PSG plays in the Farmers League. That's it. Manuel Ugarte wouldn't turn down a move to the Premier League. That leaves United and Chelsea into the mix. However much PSG have the money, Ugarte cannot do that huge mistake of going on and obviously go to PSG and play there, yet there is the best league in the world that is really calling in for him. So that leaves United and Chelsea into the mix to sign the player. But Manuel Ugarte would love to play in the Champions League. Chelsea is not in the Champions League. United is in the Champions League. You now see, that is so much a huge boost that we have. We are in the Champions League. Chelsea aren't in the Champions League. And in the mode that Chelsea is in, you cannot risk your talent to go there. That's it. Lastly, Bruno Fernandes, former at Sporting Lisbon. I think that can really act as a boost for Manuel Ugarte to come in at Manchester United, knowing that Sporting Lisbon players thrive a lot at Manchester United. Ronaldo did, Nani did. Bruno Fernandes is really thriving at Manchester United right about now. So it shows you how important that factor is. And maybe United having a very good relationship with Sporting Lisbon, as we've gone ahead to buy 3 players from Sporting Lisbon: Ronaldo, Nani, and Bruno Fernandes. So I think Manuel Ugarte, if United puts in the money, he'll choose United over Chelsea and PSG. Understand they've gone ahead to put in very many bids and what, but if at all we are willing to meet the 60 million euro release clause, I think that will be something great. And United have a very good relationship with Sporting Lisbon after doing that Ronaldo deal, because United bought Ronaldo at 12 million pounds. By then it was a huge amount of money, plus 6 million pounds of add-ons, and obviously they went ahead to get all the add-ons. For Bruno Fernandes, the deal was 65 million euros. United paid 40, meaning that 25 was yet to go, and out of the 25 million euros of add-ons, United have gone ahead to really pay 15 million euros back to Sporting Lisbon, meaning that the 10 is left if at all Bruno wins the Ballon d'Or or lifts the Champions League and lifts the Premier League, of which I know he'll lift a Champions League for Manchester United. He will lift a Premier League for Manchester United. For the Ballon d'Or, the heavens no. So I think with all that combined, if we go in hard for the player, we will get him over Chelsea, because we are a very good landing ground for the player. Now, let's see what Ten Hag is going to hate to say to BBC about Man City. Ten Hag said, "We learn something in every game. Man City, a nice team to watch, but we have to stop them and play our game." Sorry about that. "We have proven this season that we can beat them, but we have to play at our level, and in a game, everything is possible." That is Erik Ten Hag. He concluded and said, "The rivalry is normal. I think it exists on both sides. It's a great game, and FA Cup finale, it's huge, but I think any game between Man United and Man City are huge. But when it comes to a final, it's special." That is Erik Ten Hag for you. So, Ten Hag is having a special preparation for this game. He knows how huge this game is gonna be and the meaningful of this game. And he even changed the narrative, because we who run the United fan channels, we are saying that we should stop the treble. He said we are not stopping the treble. We want to win the trophy of the FA Cup and bring it at Old Trafford. That's what he said. So it's not all about stopping the treble. It's all about winning and getting the trophy back to Manchester United. That is Erik Ten Hag for you. And I like the way he really reasons. He contemplates on issues very well, and his final say is really something that you'll go on and really recon on. That is it. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Tell me your thoughts about Bruno Greenlighting Ramos transfer to Manchester United. I welcome in the comment section below. What do you think about Manuel Ugarte? United willing to pay the 60 million euro release clause for Manuel Ugarte? And lastly, what do you make of the statements that Ten Hag has issued to BBC about Man City as we really gear up for the FA Cup finale that's going to be played at Wembley? That is on Saturday. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. I sign out for now. See you later. I'm out.